Okay, let's get into it. We've all got them, right? Those great ideas. You know, the game-changing concepts, the perfect solutions to those problems that just won't go away. But here's the thing. An idea by itself is just a spark. The real magic, the real challenge, is turning that spark into something real, something that gets funded, something that gets approved. And the main tool for that job? A proposal. So today, we're going to break down the blueprint.
So, you're sitting on that brilliant idea. Maybe it's a new business you want to start, a community project that could change everything, or just a smarter way to get things done at work. How do you get the green light? How do you convince the people holding the purse strings that your idea is the one to bet on? Well, the answer is you don't just ask for it, you build a powerful, persuasive case. You construct an argument so strong, so compelling, that the only logical answer is yes. And that amazing tool you use to build it? That's a well-crafted proposal.
Let's really reframe how we think about proposals for a second, because this is so important. A proposal is not just some boring document you fill out. At its heart, it's a tool for persuasion. It's your idea's best salesperson.
Now check out the language in this definition. It's a persuasive report that attempts to convince. See? This isn't about just listing facts. It's an active process. You're trying to sell the reader on the undeniable logic that your solution is the only way to go. So how do you actually build this persuasive case? Well, the good news is you don't have to start from scratch, just staring at a blank page. There's a standard format, a reliable blueprint we can follow that makes sure we hit all the crucial points.
And here it is, the whole shebang. Think of this as your roadmap. From the title all the way down to the appendix, every single piece has a very specific job to do in building your argument. Now I know, it might look like a lot, but don't worry, it all fits together in a really logical way. In fact, to make this even easier to wrap your head around, we're going to group all of these components into 3 simple, memorable stages. You can almost think of it like a story for your idea, told in 3 acts. Part 1 is all about setting the stage. This is your opening. It's where you grab your reader's attention, you define the problem, and you make them feel why it's so urgent that we solve it, like right now. Next up, we've got the grand plan. This is where you lay out all the nuts and bolts of your solution. What exactly are you going to do? How are you going to do it? And what resources are you going to need? This is the logical core of the whole thing. And finally, you bring it home with the big payoff. This is where you close the deal. You focus on all the amazing outcomes, the incredible value, and the benefits of your project. This is the why that gets them to say yes.
All right, let's dive into part 1, setting the stage. This is your opening act, your big hook. It's basically your introduction and your statement of need working together, and their only job is to create a story so compelling the reader absolutely has to know what happens next.
Your introduction's mission is simple: make them care. You start by painting the big picture of the issue, and then you zoom right in, showing them why this problem matters right here, right now. You have to nail that feeling of urgency before you do anything else. And then you give them a little teaser, a quick roadmap of what's to come.
Next, you hit them with the statement of need. Now listen, this is not about your opinions. It's about proof. You lay out the problem with cold, hard data and credible sources. This shows you've done your homework. You drive it home with what's called an urgency sentence, and then bam, you deliver the knockout punch, a single crystal clear sentence that says exactly what you plan to do about it.
So now that we've hooked them with the why, it's time for part 2, the grand plan. You've established the problem, loud and clear. Now it's time to show them your brilliant solution, and you're going to lay it all out in detail. This part covers your goals, your objectives, the project description, and of course, the budget.
First up, let's clear something up that trips a lot of people up. Goals versus objectives. They're not the same thing. Goals are the big, broad vision, the what you hope to accomplish. They're about the setting. Objectives, on the other hand, are the specific, concrete, and, this is the key, measurable actions you will take to get there. They're all about the how.
Let's look at this in action. It makes it so much clearer. The goal is to boost students' confidence. Okay, that's nice, but it's kind of vague, right? How do you measure that? Well, you measure it with your objectives. See how specific these are? We will open 8 classrooms. We will limit them to 20 students. We will assign 1 lecturer. Each one is a concrete step you can literally check off a list.
Next up, the project description. This is where you just flesh everything out. You answer all the questions: the how, the what, the when, the where. You're providing all those necessary details, whether it's a class schedule or who your target customers are for a new business.
And of course, the money.
Your budget has to be buttoned up. It needs to include everything, and the costs have to be realistic. You have to show you've done the research. Now, here's a great pro tip. Put a nice, clean summary in the main body of the proposal, and then stick that huge, detailed spreadsheet in the appendix. That way, you keep the story flowing without getting lost in the weeds. All right, so we've set the stage, we've detailed the grand plan, and now it is time for the grand finale. Part 3, the big payoff. This is your closing argument. This is where you seal the deal by painting a vivid picture of the incredible future your project is going to create. This is your victory lap, the anticipated results. You're connecting that problem from Act 1 directly to your solution from Act 2, drawing a straight line from A to B. And don't be shy here. Show your confidence. Use tangible, powerful outcomes. It's not just improving the economy. It's creating 3 new jobs. It's not making students better. It's making sure students will have the confidence to speak English. You want to make that payoff feel totally real and within reach.
So there you have it, the 3-act structure for a killer proposal. You have the blueprint, you understand all the parts, and now you have the tools to turn your vision into a convincing, compelling case for action.
The only question left is the one that really matters. With this blueprint in your back pocket, what problem are you going to solve? What amazing idea are you finally going to bring to life? So, what will you propose?